The morning sun had just begun to spill gold over the sleepy town as Thomas Reed climbed into the driver's seat of the battered yellow school bus, its paint faded by years of sun and rain. The laughter of children filling the air as they boarded for a long-awaited trip to the mountains. Thomas, a quiet man in his late 50s, had driven this route for decades, never seeking attention, never needing thanks. But as the winding road stretched ahead that day, fate would place him in a moment that would reveal the courage hidden beneath his humble uniform halfway through the journey. As the bus curved along a narrow cliffside road, Thomas noticed the brake pedal grow spongy under his foot. A sinking feeling gripped him as he tested it again, only to realize the brakes were failing with 30 children and 2 teachers behind him. Thomas's heartbeat thundered, but his voice remained steady as he told the group to hold on. Gripping the wheel, he scanned the road ahead and spotted a gravel emergency pull-off barely 50 yards away, but reaching it meant steering through a sharp turn at a speed that could tip the bus. With decades of instinct and every ounce of skill, he threaded the bus through the bend, its tires skidding over the gravel edge before grinding to a stop. The air filled with silence, broken only by the sound of children beginning to cry. The teachers rushed to check everyone, and finding no one hurt. Their eyes turned to Thomas, whose hands still gripped the wheel as his shoulders trembled. Later, the mechanic confirmed that a ruptured brake line could have sent them over the cliff had Thomas not acted within seconds. But Thomas brushed off the praise, saying only that he was just doing his job. What no one knew was that years earlier Thomas had lost his own daughter in a car accident, a grief that had driven him into isolation until he took the school bus job to be around the sound of children's laughter again. On that day, by saving those lives, he felt a piece of his long-buried pain loosen, replaced with quiet redemption. Weeks later, at a school assembly, the principal called him to the stage, presenting him with a plaque, the children cheering his name for the first time in years. Thomas allowed himself to smile, not because of the award, but because he finally believed he had honored his daughter's memory in the truest way possible by protecting others in a moment that mattered.